downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Burrow. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
They'll run with a late signee in camp. This is Kenyon Drake.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
The Ravens are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
First carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Burrow down around his goal line.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line. You know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down.
A first carry here for Joe Mixon.
And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right.
He finds Bateman over the middle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
One more time with Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he'll get in. Touchdown,
Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mixon will go off tackle left. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now it's Burrow. Dancing to his left.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Burrow will throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Play action. It's Burrow.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. Second down and goal. Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 27, Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll buy some time right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
In motion right comes Jackson. Jackson now from the gun on third down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Gun. Cut. 180. Hands up. Check. 12. Rep. Hey, check back. 6. You can't block me. 11 Thomas.
Now Burrow on first down.
Eluding the pressure right. He gets this one to Boyd.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow forced out to his left. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
To throw again on second down. Burrow, slant pass to Boyd. Down inside the 10.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
In motion left is a running back.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
On first down, Drake. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson.
Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Counter play, Drake. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Drake.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Play action. Now Jackson. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now Tucker to add the PAT. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 3rd down.
Let's get set. Stay hot. 54, right there, 54.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
11.
From midfield now, Burrow. Flushed out right. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Here we go.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well, cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Hey, we got time right. You got three down. 51's Mike. Mike's 51. Mike.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Burrow.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. The late turnovers so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 65 yards.
And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Steps away to his left. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, check. Watch 54. 11, 11. Turn.
Burrow looking to pass. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Madubuike, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow eluding the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow flushed out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
To the air again, Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Throw left side, caught by the... and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And now the rookie's free. 20. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw, Burrow.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Burrow.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Throwing, Burrow.
And it's caught. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Now Burrow.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Throwing now is Jackson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Ravens, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they drop